I am Dr. Joe Achibong. I want to welcome you to this special edition of this teaching tag Three Steps to Financial Breakthrough. And I want to take you through some things that will, help you to be able to get financial freedom. I know by the end of this teaching, you would have been able to find something that will help you understand how finances work. I want to say to you, please pay attention so that you can really understand what I'm about to teach. In this short video, I'm going to, expatiate on some key areas that will help you to be able to gain financial freedom. Every time people talk about finances, people trivialize issues that has to do with finances, whereas it's one of the things that people are supposed to pay more attention to, but you see people trivialize it and make it look like it's a thing of joke. Money is a very important issue in life. It's a major medium of exchange, and therefore it should not be trivialized by any means. Today, I want to show you some things that will help you. And I tag these 3 steps to financial freedom. I want to take my first text from Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19. It says, "A feast is made for laughter, wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things." A feast is made for laughter. Wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. Money answereth all things. Take note of that. All things. He didn't say some things. He said all things. Money answereth all things. All things. When the Bible talks about all things, there should be an emphasis there. Money answereth all things. First of all, I want to ask you, do you take your finances seriously? If you don't, then you have a problem. Anything that has to do with money should not be trivialized. It should be a very serious issue. Even the Bible said money answereth all things. What money can do for you can be amazing. So don't ever trivialize issue that has to do with money. Because if you do, you will have yourself to blame. The number one thing I want to share with you out of the 3 steps to financial freedom. Number one is savings. Savings. Take note of that, savings. I talked about savings because if you can save, you will do more. Those who do not run savings, those that do not have anything they set aside for future, are always in danger of the future. Oftentimes, people who study the Bible make the mistake of believing that Joseph was promoted by Pharaoh because he interpreted the dream. No. Before now, Pharaoh used to have people who interpreted dreams for him. He had magicians that were interpreting dreams for him. He never made anyone the prime minister. He never promoted anyone. But something unique happened when Joseph interpreted the dream. He went ahead and preferred a solution. And the solution was teaching Pharaoh how to take money from the time of surplus and put it aside for the time of scarcity. And that was the first time the idea of savings came on board. And Pharaoh was so pleased with this idea that was given by Joseph. And Pharaoh decided to promote Joseph to the place of a prime minister in Egypt. Your promotion comes when you can set something aside. That shows you that savings can actually promote you in the future. When you do not have anything to set aside for the future, you run the risk of living in danger in the future. Most people just make money, they spend everything thinking that the next day money will come again. No, you do not do that. You set aside something for the future, because when you don't set something for the future, you will run in danger. So it is important that we understand this, that every time you need to, do something, you must be able to learn to put something aside. Put something aside no matter how it is. Don't spend before you save. Save before you spend. Save first before you spend, because it is in your savings. When you save, that you will be able to run something in your future that will be able to bail you out when you run into danger. So I talked about savings. Savings is one of the best things that can happen to anybody. So you need to save. You need to save. If you don't save, you have no future. Anyone that has no money set aside for the future does not really have a future, is at risk. So it is important that you set aside something for yourself. Savings is very vital. It is very important. So don't trivialize it, don't joke with it. If you must succeed financially, if you must have freedom, if you must take a step to financial freedom, you must take it as a duty. Sometimes people want to do business and want to go and look for somebody they can borrow money from. But whereas they get a lot of money, I want you to do an attitude check. Every money that comes into your hands, put it aside, record it and put it aside, and see, take a certain percentage of it and keep it aside. You'll be shocked at how much you have been able to put aside in a month. And that will show you that you can actually do so much if you can save money. So it is very important that you take note of that. Number two thing I want to show you now is investment. Oftentimes we see people teach, even in the churches, they teach people all kinds of things, but they hardly do you hear any organization, apart from maybe, like I said, churches teach on investment. They have teach on other areas, but they don't teach on investment. Investment is very important. When you have finished saving, you should be able to invest the money you have saved, because it is in the money you have saved that you will be able to draw money to do investment. And anyone who does not have investment has no future. You must be able to have investment. You must be able to have something that you've set aside that can help you. You must be able to have something that brings returns, because without having something that brings return, your life is in danger. Anyone who does not have investment has no future. Investment is very important. Take note, I said the number one is savings. Number two is investment. What are you investing? If I may ask you, what are you investing now? What is that thing that you're putting your money in that can go and bring you more money? Investment simply means putting down something. Investing is something that can bring returns. What returns are you making? What returns are you having with that your money? If your money cannot go out and bring more returns, then you are running a risky life. It is not good for you to live a risky life without any form of investment. So look for something to invest on. What is that thing? Sometimes people buy landed properties and keep them for some time. It appreciates in the future and they sell. Sometimes people go into trading and they sell things and make money. So you must be able to have something that you can, actually, that can actually bring returns to you. Otherwise, you will live a beggarly life. You will be running helter-skelter looking for people to beg when you are faced with challenges, especially financial challenges. So it is important that you must have an investment. Look around, look at things, look at how things go. Make sure you have something you have brought to the table. What are you bringing to the table? Everybody is putting something up to sell. You are buying water, you are buying this, you are buying that, you are buying that. What are you selling? What are you trading on? What is your investment? Are you investing anything? if you are not investing, start something immediately. Start something immediately, because I want to believe that as you're listening to me, you're making up your mind to look for something to invest. Number three, I want to say, after investment, we talk about giving. This is one area that has really caused problems, especially in the body of Christ and the churches. People are talking about giving, 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 but nobody talks about investment. People are not teaching people on investment. People are not teaching people on savings. They hammer on giving. The three stands that makes people successful. These three steps, you cannot leave one. They work together. They work together. It's a tripod: savings, investment, and giving. When the other two chains are not in place, you have failed. When you are not saving, you are not investing, and then you are giving, from where are you drawing your giving from? Giving is very important. Like I said, number three is giving. Giving is very important. You don't say, no, I say you shouldn't give. No, give, but draw from where are you drawing your giving from? Your giving should be drawn from your investment. When you are talking about giving, you have no investment, you don't have savings. How can you give? Where are you drawing from? That's why most times people do not have anything to give. That's why most times people run into trouble. They think, oh, where do I have this? I can't have that. I can't have that. I want to challenge you. Give, but make sure you have an investment. Make sure you have savings. Because on this tripod, when you depend on this tripod, these three things I told you, you will be working yourself into financial freedom. There are three key things that will help you. When you don't do it, you're going to be in trouble. Keep doing it. Keep making sure that you give. But when you give, you must have investment. When you're having investment, you must have savings. On these three keys, I can see you beginning to walk into that financial freedom. I hope to see you in my next edition. I want to believe that you were blessed by this short message. I look forward to seeing you in my next edition. God bless you.